bringing you classic.
What's good, world? I am your boy, Biz Billa, and we here once again, BYC Gaming, bringing you controller, bringing you classics, all of the above, nothing less than the best. Hey man, we back here with episode number 2 of my career, my glass cleaning lock, Mac Parker. We're gonna get a nickname for him pretty soon. It's pretty simple. Y'all see it soon. But for now, maybe going up against the defending world. No, excuse me. Let me slow down a bit. The defending Western Conference champions, the Phoenix Suns, man. Chris Paul and those boys pulling up to LA to play against myself and the Clippers, my boys. So let's go ahead and get this rocking, man. Suns win the tip, and then bringing it up court. In the first game you saw, I asserted myself offensively, tried to show what I could do as Chris Paul misses a shot there, and I grabbed the board off the glass. That's where I'm really asserting dominance so far in playing this career, is on the glass. As there you see, I was trying to be a little too aggressive and ran over DeAndre Ayton. I'm going to tell you, they made it tough for us, but speaking of tough, that dunk was tough by Paul George as he finishes over Devin Booker, strong at the basket. One thing I will say about 2K21 this year, whether you're playing on the PlayStation 4 version or the PlayStation 5, much more fluid game. And speaking of fluid, beautiful shot, beautiful form there from Devin Booker, but it's just a smoother game defensively, offensively, ball handling wise, rebounding. I gotta tip my cap to 2K. They finally decided to, listen to some of the complaints that were being made by the community out there, and they made a pretty solid game. Speaking of solid game, we got one early on as a 6-point lead for the Suns at this point in the first quarter. I'm trying to set a screen to free up Eric Bledsoe. He gets a little space, makes a nice dish, and it's an easy deuce for me at the basket. Here on the opposite end of the court, we're down by 4. Chris Paul running the offense. It's a tough mid-range shot, pulls up short. Another strong rebound by Mac Parker, the Mac truck. Another textbook bounce pass, and at least some nice stuff at the basket there. This is the kind of stuff we got to do if we're going to be winning against teams like the Suns. And we also got to feed the beast. You got to get me the ball in the paint. But speaking of beast, DeAndre Ayton with a shot, man. I mean, a shot block, man. He told me to get that up out of here. So as you can see, I'm on fire. I'm really not going for that. And then you see the defense there by Kawhi Leonard getting the steal. We're now on the other end of the court. Some good defense being played. And I kept this clip in there to show you, they're not making it easy for us. I know I probably saw the last game and thought I'd just get to the basket with ease with my big. It's not that easy. Neither is that shot right there from Devin Booker as I send it back into the out of bounds area, as now we trail by 4 a little later in the first quarter. Dario Saric goes to the rack. He gets his shot blocked. So I'm hoping I can really rack up on the awards this year. I never really was into that kind of stuff when I played my career, but I'm hoping to get MVP, Rookie of the Year, which I've done before in the same year. I guess everybody's done that at least once. But I want to get Defensive Player of the Year. I want to be a part of all the all-rookie teams, all NBA. And we're not going to do that if we keep giving up shots like this to Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying? Good shot there in the corner for 3 from the Phoenix shooting guard. But we are number 1 in the West. Phoenix would be in the playoffs right now if the playoffs started today. There you see another knockdown tray from Devin Booker. And man, this first quarter, as you can see, the two themes from that quarter: solid shooting from the Suns and solid defense from both teams. But even still, it's a 6-point lead for the Phoenix Suns going into the second. Let's go ahead and move on to that second quarter. Great pass leads to the easy banger at the rim. Devin Booker now going to the rack. A little too lackadaisical. Good block by the defense. LA pushing it the other way. Good pass back down to the middle. You know where you can find me, at the Baja. Easy bucket. And it's now a 3-point game here at the Staples Center. Now, that's, when you say Staples Center, you probably usually think of the Lakers, as Devin Booker pulls up again from downtown You probably usually think of the Lakers when you think of Staples Center, but we're going to change that this season. We haven't played the Lakers yet. Definitely looking forward to that. Well, they may have played the Lakers earlier in the season, but not since I've been traded over here from Orlando, as Devin Booker pulls again towards the end of the half. And they maintain that lead, 4-point lead, still a close game, but the shooting from the Phoenix shooting guard has really put them ahead of the pace, and they got a 4-point lead on us going into the half, man. So once again, you know, I like to show this off, man. I'm a glass cleaning lock. I get all my points within that close range, you know, 3 to 5 to 6 feet from the basket. So when I go to the line, man, I got a floss, man. My guy is a, 87, 88% free throw shooter. It's pretty good. All things considered, for a big man that doesn't really take shots from the outside, I use LaMarcus Aldridge free throw form. It's pretty simple. It looks good on a big character. So I like that, you know what I mean? As we tie the game, 52 apiece, we'll move ahead a little further in the quarter. Phoenix have regained the lead, but a good stop there. LA on the break. I'm pushing it all away. I see I got a mouse in the house. I take it up on Chris Paul, but I forced it. Forced the issue. Good shot block by the Suns. They're pushing it the other way. Booker looking for some space. He pulls the shot, and it's cash, man. You can't give him any space. We're learning that in this game. Paul George is going to have to step it up. Here's Kawhi now guarding him.
Back to Aiden.
Little dribble handoff to Ayton, then to Bridges. Bridges pulls. He's off the mark. Another rebound. It's now 14 at this point in the game for my man Mac Parker. Pass to the rack, and it's yet another basket. That's one thing I always do, man. I'm going to cut to that basket, man. I'm going to make sure I'm giving myself some opportunities to get some easy buckets at the rim, as now Devin Booker goes to the line. 65-58 at this point of the game. He makes it 66 right there. We'll move ahead. I'm going to go ahead a little further now into the fourth quarter. Good pass to the basket. And you know what time it is. I'm finishing my food at the rim. 2 hands for safety. 77-75 is coming down to crunch time. Devin Booker in the corner. Excuse me, no, I don't know who that was. Actually, it looked like Devin Booker from my vantage point. But nonetheless, the shot is off. We're coming the other way. Kawhi with a great dump off into the paint, and you know who it is. Parker with another basket. Chris Paul drives to the basket. He makes that look too easy. Can't give him too much space once he starts penetrating towards the basket. We got 79-77 game. Paul George now bringing it up, man. Sizing up the defense. He's getting the screen from me. He hits it off to Kawhi. Kawhi finds me again. The reverse stuff is good for 2. As Parker is starting to really tear them up on that pick and roll. Those backdoor screens are really starting to hurt the Suns. Aiden's going to have to step it up as he dribbles here against Parker. He's looking for something. Shot clock running down. I thought this was a poor call by the ref. They basically said it was a 3 in the key. I didn't agree with that. You know, I was guarding my man. You know, that's a key play right there, as the game was tied, and you're sending somebody to the line like Devin Booker, who's pretty much automatic from the line or anywhere else on the court for that matter, the way he's been playing today, as he cashes out on the first free throw. He would also go ahead and score. Excuse me, he would not score on that possession following that free throw. There's a 3 from Paul George. He would miss. I would get the rebound. Bledsoe can't knock it down. So I got the takeover, and it might be time for me to literally take over. DeAndre Ayton going up. Good shot. Not good. Good defense by Mac Parker. Paul George pushing it. On the break, the kick out to the corner. Bledsoe cashes out with a clutch 3. Phoenix calls the timeout. Man, I'm enjoying this game right now. As you see the player of the game, who else could it be but MP, Mac Parker. The play of the game. They see that pass once again that he just hit Bledsoe off with. Big pass. We'll see if that comes out to help them, these Clippers, down the line here as the game is wrapping up. A whole lot of highlights on those cuts as we get back to the game highlights. Just about 3 minutes left. And as you can see, Booker is not here for games. He's looking to get some space. He hits his teammate off with the pass. Bridges is no good. Aiden with the rebound. Cleans up the mess. We'll go to the next possession. 2-point lead for the Suns. Paul George pushing it up the floor. Hits me back with the pass. I'm getting double teamed. Paul George with a great cut. Very timely cut, very timely pass. As he finds Paul George on the cut, wide open. Finishes at the rim. It's now a tie game at 84 with just about 2 minutes left on the clock. Chris Paul driving to the basket. Getting a little too fancy right there. He goes for the alley-oop. Kawhi nearly makes a mistake. Almost turns the ball over. He still has it. Maintains control of the ball. We still have possession. Paul George holding the clock. Milking it a bit. Hits MP. MP to Kawhi. Kawhi's trying to figure out what to do with it. He takes some time. MP gets the ball in the post. Clock is coming down, y'all. That was a bad possession. A lot of holding on to the ball there as we end up turning the ball over at the end of the shot clock damn near down there. As Devin Booker hits a great pass, but even better shot block by Parker. As there you see the big stop right there. Kawhi with a big pass, but they make a big stop. This has been a really defensive game. We still got possession of the ball right here. Kawhi with a chance for a big clutch three, and he's off the mark. Let's move now. The Suns possession. Devin Booker looking to create some space. He takes a shot. It's off the mark. That shot clock is turned off now. And now we have an opportunity to wrap this game up and send these Suns back to Phoenix, back to the Valley, upset. But look at the defense by DeAndre Ayton. He knocks the ball loose from my possession. Paul George takes a tough shot. He's off the mark, and Ayton gets the rebound and calls a timeout. At this point, you got to think, what's going to happen next? Monty Williams is plotting. He's going to put together a nice little play right here, hoping to get the win for his Suns. We're going to lock him up here. Chris Paul takes a shot, but it's contested. It's a tough shot. And it looks like we're going into extras, baby. Going into OT. Man, the Suns are making us fight for it. But we're going to make them fight for it too, man. This is the team you want to beat. You know, outside of obviously our #1 rival, the Lakers, the Suns are the team that you want to impress against. The Suns were in the finals last year. They gave Milwaukee a pretty good fight until Giannis turned on tee-up mode. As here you see the tip-off is won by Phoenix. Devin Booker takes it off the tip, drives to the basket, pull up on the baseline. He's off the mark. Another rebound by Parker. 23rd on the game. 34 and 23 at this point. Paul George drives to the rack. Off the mark, another rebound by Parker, but it's rejected by the Suns defense. We'll move ahead, still an 86 game. Kawhi Leonard with an easy basket in the paint. Gives us a 2-point lead now here in overtime. Bridges with a step back jumper. He's off the mark. Another board by the glass cleaner Parker. And just to wrap it up, man, as time went down, we got some rebounds. We have a chance to wrap it up at the line. Parker's headed to the line now. You see the MVP chants. They're clapping their hands, they're stomping their feet, they're showing love to MP. As he gets set to take the first free throw. Like I said, all y'all big men out there, you need a free throw for him. Try out LaMarcus Aldridge, man. But don't bite me, actually. Actually, don't use that. I want to be the only one rocking that. As I make the first free throw with MP, it's now 91 to 88. As here you see, we get ready for the second of 2 free throws. And there you have it. Makes both. Phoenix comes down, hoping to hit a 3 to send the game into a second OT, but it's off the mark. Mac is slapping daps with the boys as the glass cleaning, takeover, dominant, big goes to the line to put the nail in the coffin on these Suns. 44 and 29 has a chance to make it 46 with these 2 trips to the line. I feel like every time I go to the line, as I missed the first one, every time I go to the line, I get these free throw chances late in the game. it's like I soak it all in. You know what I mean? As the second free throw is good.
And that gives him a 4-point cushion.
That's going to damn near put it out of reach as Chris Paul takes a shot from long distance. It's off the mark, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
They escape with the W.
We put a hurting on those Phoenix Suns, made them play physical. They had us bruised up too out there. But in the end, took some extra time, and we got the job done. 95-91, the Clippers beat the Suns. As there you see, as you look ahead on our schedule, we've got the Denver Nuggets coming up. We got some games coming up against some Eastern Conference opponents, including the Brooklyn Nets. I got a home and home with them. But this is a game that I was definitely looking forward to on the schedule because the Denver Nuggets have a man on their roster who is one of the best, if not the best, at his position in the league. And that's my position, the 5, the center, the big man. I'm talking about Nikola Jokic, man. So as you see off the rip at the tip, there's no Jokic. So apparently he's injured. So this game is just going to be against Jamal Murray and the rest of the Denver Nuggets. As I start the game off with a tough shot in the paint over contested defense. Paul George now going up there. He's unsuccessful with the shot attempt. Rebounded by Parker. Now, I'm going to give you a second. You notice anything different about MP, Mac Parker? He switched his name. So, excuse me, he switched his number. He switched his number to number 3. I said, man, I really wasn't crazy about the whole MP nickname. I felt like it was just a lazy way of saying my player. You know what I mean? I thought it was a lazy nickname. So I decided to change his number to 3. Now he's MP3. You know what I mean? Gives it a little flair, a little style to it. You know what I mean? Speaking of style, my goodness. Tough finish there as we have a 57-57 game. We're going to skip way ahead in the game. I know I was talking for a bit. This is going to be a short highlight as this was a pretty competitive game, but you know how we do. The Clippers, best team in the West, looking to be dominant per usual against another Western Conference opponent. The ball movement, very good on this possession. Double team comes. I find an open man, and an easy lay off the glass is missed. But the rebound is gotten by Eric Bledsoe and put back in for the deuce. So now we move ahead. A few minutes now ahead in the game. Now we're in the 4th quarter. And at this point, we start turning it up. As you see, strong finish at the basket by MP3. I guess I got to start saying that now. Good defense by MP3, Mac Parker, as he gets the hand up and defends the shot. He's down to the other end, makes a great pass to Paul George, who finishes at the rack strong. And just to be honest with y'all people, man, there was not much to see here. We made quick work of the Denver Nuggets, and we're going to tune back in soon when the Brooklyn Nets have a home and home with these Clippers. Tune back in.